They want to give Trump even more power for censorship and surveillance by passing dangerous internet bills that undermine our free speech and privacy, and barely anyone is talking about it. Under the misleading guise of online safety, lawmakers are fast tracking bills that would completely reshape the internet and hand over unprecedented power to the executive branch to control what we see and what we say online. These proposals, which were largely put together without public debate, would allow the government to dictate how social media platforms operate. It would also mandate invasive surveillance of internet users and punish companies that protect our private conversations. Now, the most prominent of these bills is the Kids Online Safety Act, or KOSA. It is the centerpiece of this power grab. While they're trying to sell this as child protection, KOSA's vague language would force platforms to preemptively censor broad categories of protected legal speech, including discussions of mental health, eating disorders, and LGBTQ plus identity to avoid lawsuits from state attorney generals. This means a Trump appointed FTC could pressure platforms to silence content they think is politically or socially harmful, from reproductive health care resources to political dissent. Now, their censorship agenda doesn't even stop there. Bills like the Screen Act would impose nationwide mandates forcing Americans to hand over sensitive government IDs like driver's licenses or undergo facial scans just to access large parts of the internet. This creates a massive, hackable database of our personal information and ends our right to speak anonymously online. Perhaps most alarmingly, multiple bills are direct assault on the secure private communications that millions of people rely on. The Take It Down Act and the revived Earn It Act would effectively break end-to-end encryption, the technology that keeps our text messages, bank details, and intimate conversations safe from hackers and the government. They would mandate that platforms scan all of our private messages. This legislation disproportionately targets vulnerable communities too. LGBTQ plus youth seeking support online, domestic abuse survivors using encrypted apps for their own safety, activists that are organizing, and individuals seeking information on reproductive care would find their messages surveilled, restricted, or just completely erased. It empowers the state to police identity, health, and personal relationships all under the guise of internet safety. It's bull crap. This is about permanently wiring the tools for censorship and surveillance into the infrastructure of the internet itself. Whether under a Trump administration or any future administration, these laws would grant authorities unprecedented power to monitor our speech and suppress all dissent, all while making the internet less secure and less free for every single user. Call your representative now and tell them to vote no.